Hi everyone, today we are going to go over headings and how to remove a color in HTML. So for this example, we have a section that I want to remove the color from because it's not one of the ADA compliant colors for our website, and I also want to make these two lines headings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Edit, and then I'm going to scroll down to that section. So in order to make this a heading 1, first thing I'm going to do is remove the bold section. So if you ever find yourself bolding and trying to choose a color to make a line a heading, you're in the wrong place. Where you're going to want to go is Format, Formats, Headings, and then you can select the pre-formatted headings for you. So remember, as a web editor, you do not have the option to actually create these yourself. So we recommend to not try. But here I'm going to select heading 1 for this example. Another thing I'm going to share with you just to keep in mind is that normally there should only be one heading 1 for each page, and that's usually the title at the very top is already in this bolded blue color. So you'd actually going to want to make things a heading 2s and onward unless your page is very specific. But these are the things that we can give you feedback on as administrators. So just now that you know that this area exists here, I'm going to make this example here heading 2. So I'm going to unbold this since my headings are pre-formatted. They don't need to be bolded. It's just unnecessary coding on the page. I'm going to make that a heading 2. Now this, if I want this to be heading 3, I'm going to remove this since it was just mainly for an example. I want this to be a heading 3, so that red color. So when I see this in an administrator setting, sometimes we do see these in workflow, and that means someone was trying to recreate that red heading, which is that heading 3. So if someone goes in and then tries to make that a heading 3, what you're still going to see is, click on that, what you're still going to see is that that color is still there and it's still not the compliant red. It's not the same one that appears in this setting right here. You can tell just visually that those are different colors. So this is where you're going to need to remove that color that was added to this from the HTML code. So we're going to go to the source code up here, and we're going to look for a 6-digit hex code that signifies that red color that was added to this heading. So since I know this is at the bottom of where I'm editing, I can look for this in the bottom of the code. And what we're going to remove is everything that's between brackets, and it's called span, style, and then the color. Sometimes you might see several spans that represent if something's italicized or if something's underlined. For this example, we're just going to stick to this span tag. So we're going to grab everything between the less than symbol and the greater than symbol right before the text. And this, I'm just going to click delete. And then we want to remove the closing tag. So that's everything in between brackets that says span and has a slash symbol as well. So it's this section right here. So essentially what you want to have at the end is the text that you want to be a heading in between a greater than symbol and a less than symbol. And then you know you're in the right place. And usually you can see whether this is an H2, an H3, meaning header 2, header 3, or a paragraph. So paragraphs have that P, and then we have the closing tags with that slash. So then we're going to click OK, and we can see that this is the actual red color that it should be. And that is all. Thank you.